Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I was a little nervous again this morning because I went to go onto this browser and it wasn't coming up. So it is up, so that's great. And I know that one day I'm going to stop saying that when we first start. Good morning. Morning, ladies. Hi. Good morning. One day I'm just gonna press go live and I'm not gonna be nervous and I know that I'm gonna see you. Good morning, Robin. Hey, Lindy. Hey, girls. Hey, Carla. But yes, I still do get a little bit nervous. Good morning, Tam. Yes, just started. I'm just saying my good mornings. I had, hi, good morning, everybody. I had some really funny comments after I posted this sketch. And my favorite by far is that a couple of ladies called this the Church of Edwardson. And I thought that was so funny. And then yesterday, one of the ladies said something about, I have the most creative congregation or craftiest congregation. And I thought that was really fun. So I'm really glad that you guys are all still joining me on Sunday mornings. I don't know if this is always going to be a great time for everyone. I mean, in this time when we're at home, I guess it's really good, but I don't know, maybe it's just always a good time. During the school year, it's the only day off in a week that I have with Alex because he goes to school Monday through Saturday. So I don't know if Sunday's always going to be great, but then I also don't know if he's going back to school in September either. So I'm just going to keep doing this and I'll post every week if, that we're going to do it. And then if I, for whatever reason, couldn't do it on a Sunday, I would definitely let you guys know. But for now, I think, yeah, Church of Edwardson, we're just going to all get crafty at 10 a.m. my time on Sundays. So when I posted this sketch, I knew right away it was going to be met with a lot of, oh my God, that's a lot of pattern paper. I know the sketch looks super busy. I understand that. But I hope that now that you see it all together, that you, I got paper sticking to me already, that you are not as overwhelmed as you may have been when you first saw the sketch. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Mom. Mom, I ironed with my new iron. Did you see? Look how nice that looks. My parents bought me a brand new iron for my birthday, and my mom was really excited about it, and my dad thought it was a silly gift to give. But anyone that knows me, I iron every single day, except during this whole stay-at-home time, I don't iron my pajamas. My mom irons her pajamas, but I don't iron my pajamas. But anyway, I did iron this morning with my brand new iron, and it's literally the best iron I've ever had. So anyway, oh, thanks, Dad. Great color. Good morning, Jasmine. Good, yes, Church of Edwardson time. You betcha. Thanks. This is a different color for me. I actually have two shirts. Emma, can you pass me that other one? The only reason I have this other shirt in this studio is because I thought it was too much. It's actually the same color as this, but I thought this was nice with the little tank top and it was springy and florally. But this shirt, oh, it's a little inside out, sorry, because I whipped it off really, really fast because I had this on and I was like, oh my God, all you guys can see is hot pink. But look at this. And this is a different color for me. Isn't that cute? Cute. And then the back is really fun. Look at the back. Anyway, I thought this would be very distracting if all you could see was like this hot pink. Anyway, whatever. I mean, I know it's not about the clothes, but whatever. I'm just going to move my chair for 2 quick seconds because I'm feeling a little, okay, there. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so crazy busy sketch, lots of pattern paper. Good morning, good morning. Hi, everyone. Everyone's coming on saying good morning. Your mom does sheets too. Tam, my mom does sheets too. My mom she irons everything. And I grew up like that. And I don't do that. I don't do the sheets and things like that, but I do iron every day. Morning for the kids for school, when Emma was at home and both the kids were in school, I would iron. They'd pick out their clothes in the morning and I'd iron every morning for school. I love it. This layout has me intrigued. Yes, for sure. No, we're kind of making a bit of our own pattern paper base. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I've given you tons of pattern paper to collect. I know lots of you just grabbed a bunch of 12 by 12s and that's totally fine. But the idea behind this is that we do a lot of cutting in these layouts and you've got lots of scraps. You've got lots of pieces left over that you might not know what to do with. So this is what we're doing. We're creating our own bases. So anyway, and then what I have over here is 2 cards. So these are the ones that I made with my scraps left over. Okay, so I'll kind of quickly go through those at the end with you as well if you want to see those. But yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and get started. I had a friend message me yesterday, and she said to me, actually that's not true, she didn't message me, she stopped by to pick up an order. She told me she felt that it was unfair that I did not actually physically cut my paper while I was with you guys. And I can understand that. I think she was just actually asking for more time. I don't know that it was a fair thing. I don't know if you're on here, Jamie. Good morning if you are. Good morning, Sharon. Hey, Nadine. Heather, let the Sunday service begin. Preach, she said. Exactly. Okay, wow. I, again, asked you for lots of pattern paper. So as always for a double, 2 of the same cardstock for your base, or 2 of the same pattern paper, whatever your base is, just make sure your base is the same. For me, anyway, I don't know, I've never done a double without 2 bases being the same. But anyway, so you've got 2 cardstock for your base. I asked you for 2 12 by 12 cardstock for your photo mats. Okay, and I did say that they should be 2 different colors to allow for some contrast, and you can see where those are in here. And then I said 12 minimum 2 by 12 pattern papers, and I also did say though that they were all different patterns. I substituted 3 of them for some washi tape. You can see that in here. And then your photos and your embellishments. This is that 3 by 8 piece that I was talking about for my journaling. So again, I did journaling on this, but you could substitute that for photos if you wanted. And I'll give you that when we kind of go along as well. But we're basically just going to get started. We're going to build the left page first. So I know you're seeing this a little bit differently now. Hopefully this is a little bit easier for you than it was when we did this the last time. And then, yeah, we're going to start with the left page, and we'll go into the right page, and we'll put it all together. Okay, I'm going to go through and give you the measurements, and then I'm going to go through and we're going to do it together. Okay, catch up. Oh, Jamie would like us to take a poll to see whether or not you want me to cut the paper with you to give you more time, or if you want me to have it pre-cut. So I feel like I do a lot of talking and a lot of explaining, and I don't know if you necessarily want to see me cutting my paper, but then I also don't know that you wanted to see me sand my paper. And today, actually, I did not pre-sand because I actually loaded like 7 new kits for you guys last night. So I stayed up super late doing that and finished it off this morning. So there are some new kits on the website. I'm going to go through those at the end as well. Just a couple of them. It is all Bella Boulevard. There are very limited quantities. This is not their newest release, which I do have a Bella and a Doodlebug order coming in off their new releases. This is not that, but yet these are within the last 6 or 8 months. So, but they're very limited quantities, ladies. Okay, so if you are a Bella Boulevard fan and you're looking for some product, I've put together 7 new kits. I've got a couple of each of them, but you'll want to get on there and grab those soon. And then the new ones will be coming. I think they're shipping within the next few weeks. They're doing a bit of a delayed release. So anywho, let me just catch up real quick here. Good morning. Emma, sorry, I was scrolling so fast. I always finish up after. I'd still be slower if you cut with us. That's funny. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, I think you'll have to do it with us. I don't know, you guys. Super cute cards. Thank Robin. I don't do cards very often. Like, I'm a scrapbooker. I don't make cards. I do make cards when I need, like, for gifts and things like that, but I don't make them very often. Like, I don't sit down and just make cards. Gosh, you guys are so cute. Okay, all right, let's just get started. So you know what you need because I gave it to you on your sketch. I'm going to go through the measurements really quick for those of you that want to go on. There's a lot of them, and you might just want to kind of follow along with me, but I will give them to you first. Okay, so left page first, you've got your 12 by 12 cardstock. I started at the bottom on my left page, and I started with a 1/4 of an inch by 12 paper strip, and I adhered that 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom. So that's your starting point, right? Your layouts always have a starting point. So 1/4 of an inch by 12 right at the bottom. Right on top of that is going to be a 1 1/4 inch. So this heart one right here is a 1 1/4 by 12, and it's right on top of that. I've left a little space in here, so you see a little bit of cardstock, and then I ran a piece of washi tape. This is this black and white heart. So your washi tapes are going to be all different widths. This one's about a 1/2 inch. So if you're cutting a paper strip, 1/2 inch strip. And then you're going to leave another little space. And then I did this big floral one here. It's 2 1/2 inches. When I'm giving you these measurements, again, if you have like the strips, the 12 by 12 papers that have got all the pre-printed border strips on it, you could definitely cut a bunch of those up. But these are just my measurements. So this big floral one's 2 1/2. Right on, I've left an 1/8 of an inch, just a little bit of cardstock showing. And I've got another 1/4 of an inch strip right here. These are all by 12. Then my favorite bold washi tape, made in another appearance. So that one, it's about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and I stuck that right on top. Then I left another 1/4 of an inch. I don't think you can see this very clearly. This is a pattern paper here. It's just like light gray on white. And that one is a 1/2 an inch. Right on top of that, another strip of washi, which is about 1/2 an inch as well, this little heart one. Then I left another little space, about 1/8 of an inch. Then I went to 1 1/2, 1 1/4 in here. Then I've got another little space up in here with another 1/2 inch strip, which is this pink gingham. Then I left, honestly, like a 1/16 of an inch, barely a little strip of cardstock showing for another 3/4 of an inch strip to leave me with another 1/8 of an inch at the top. The reason that I did that is because I wanted to put faux stitching at the top and the bottom, okay? So you may not be able to see it super clearly. Let me just do that. I don't know if you can see that little faux stitching right at the top there. And I'm going to show you how I do that when I make mine with you. Okay, so there's lots of, can you see, like there's just lots of little spaces, like 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch all the way through, okay? So you're just running your 12-inch strips right along your paper. Okay, that's all you're doing. Put that back where you can see it. Once you have all of that down, then I went ahead and I did my double mat for my photos. My photos are 4 by 6 vertical. I raised my photo on my double mat. The 2 mats are flat, and then they are adhered flat to the layout. So I've got a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then a 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. And then I just want to double check how far I put these in for you. There's my little ruler here, because I feel like this was too, yeah. I'm 2 1/2 down from the top, girls, and about 1 inch in from the center. So when you start your photos, when you start putting everything on top of your base, that's where you're going to put this. So put 2 1/2 down, 1 in. Then I just adhered 2 2x2s flat underneath. And then this is where that 3 by 8 is, and it's right up against the photos. And then this little 2 by 3, I stuck this one flat here. I did put a couple of pattern journal cards. These are just 3 by 4 journal cards. I layered them up to give me a little something to build on in this corner here. Okay, that's totally optional, up to you. And then that's your left page, okay? For those of you that are just joining me, please do not panic. I am just giving the little go-getters that want to get started really quickly, I'm just giving them the measurements really fast first, and then I'm going to go back, okay? So don't panic if you've just joined. You've not missed anything, okay? I'm just giving everybody the measurements to start, and then I'll go back and I'll go through it step by step. Good morning. Am I going to sand all the strips? Yes, I am sanding all my strips, and I did sand all my strips on this one. My heart says ink, my head says don't. Okay, so I'm going to show you. That's actually going to stop right here for 2 seconds. So I want to show you this layout. So this layout, Trina and I, so Trina that does all of the graphic design for me, I am a little super old school, so I am literally pencil to graph paper, and I sketch everything out, and then I send it to Trina, and then we talk back and forth, and then she makes it all pretty into your beautiful sketches that you get. So she does all the computer beautiful work and I do the hand sketching. So, but anyway, she sent me a layout last weekend. She actually did a lot of scrapbooking last weekend and she said, I really love this. I think this is a really fun double. So Trina and I, we work incredibly well together, but our scrapbooking styles are quite different. But she sent this to me and I loved it and it's beautiful. But again, she's an inker, I'm not. So this is the layout that Trina sent. Got that straight, right? Beautiful. Of her boy and her husband. So this page here, she's got a mix of washi and border strip stickers and pattern paper, but she's a really big inker. And it's just not for me. I don't. She is constantly asking me to order more black ink for her because she inks all of her things. And it looks fantastic. So then I took this and then I put my little take on it. So she challenged me to do this side on the angles that she did. And I can't totally do it. So this is hers. So if you are if you're an inker, so Lindsay, you were asking about the inking. So this is it inked. This is the same layout inked. And she did quite a bit of inking on this. She didn't ink like each piece. She did more kind of afterwards around the edges, that kind of thing. This one, she's got a little more. And then actually this one here, she did, right here, she did like some squiggly journaling, with a journal pen, some squiggly lines. So anyway, if you're asking about inking, if you're thinking about inking, this is Trina's take on this. Okay, and then together we came up with the sketch, and then mine is the super straight linear one. My only thing that I could put on an angle was right here. Okay, so I don't know if that's
stepping outside
I'm
my comfort
slowly
zone.
stepping outside my comfort zone. Yeah, I'm never gonna get to be a black inker. That's just not who I am. But it's great because Trina and I can come together and make a beautiful sketch that works for everybody. Sherry, sorry I'm late. Can I get all the measurements again? So Sherry, this is really funny. You emailed me last night about an adhesive runner. Oh, and I have it right here because I wanted to show you. If anyone uses the Basil, if anyone ever used like the Basil runner, this is actually the case for that. But this refill is the AC refill, the American Crafts refill that I have on my website. And I wanted to show you, you said, did I get your other email? I didn't. The only email I got was asking about this, Sherry. So I wanted to show you that it fits in this. So there you go. So if you have this cartridge, this old Basil cartridge holder, like the original holder, the refills that I carry fit. Okay, so there you go. But I didn't get your measurements. So you didn't tell me what size. I was waiting and waiting, and I never saw what size page you're working on. So anyway, maybe next weekend. Okay, so left page we've already done. So then the right page, we're gonna bump over to the right page just to give you that start. Okay, and what I did was my first piece I put down is this like multicolored one here. And that one is 5 by 12 vertical, and it's 3 inches in from the right. Okay, so 5 by 12 and it's 3 inches in from the right. When you're doing a double, again, we always talk about making sure you're pulling patterns from one side to the other. You just want to make sure that they are complementary of each other. So your 5 by 12, 3 inches in, you're going to put that down first, and then just grab 3 patterns for the left side of that. And I did a 1 inch, a 3/4 of an inch, and then I did a 1/4 of an inch strip covering the seam. This one here, my final size is a 1/2 by 12, but you could start at whatever. I did border punch the right edge and raised it up, just covering the outside of that. What I did down here was I took the 3 washi tapes that I used on this side, and I just cut little pieces out in this corner, and I just tucked the ends right under that raised piece. This big piece here, my green is 5 by 7. The pinky one behind it, it's 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. Made a great spot for my 2 3 by 4 photos. Again, I took 2 printed 3 by 4 journal cards, layered them in here for part of my title. And then I've got a 2 by 3 and a 2 by 2. Okay, so those are all of you that want to get moving, those are a quick overview of what we're going to do. But now we're going to get started. So I am doing Halloween with you today because I don't care what time of year it is. I will scrapbook anything in any kind of order. But I'm using a black base. Okay, so I'm going to get started. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure you've got a 1/4 of an inch by 12. Okay, that's the one that we're going to put down first. And that one is going to go just 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom. I just want to make sure you've got room to add that faux stitching. Just as something a little bit fun that kind of adds to your layout. So I'm going to just sand along here while you girls are getting your papers all cut. Okay, so 1/4 inch by 12, and you're going to adhere that about 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom. So I said last weekend, after I went back, you guys know that even if I miss your comments on here, I do go back and I read every single one, okay? So please comment, please message with me. I definitely go back afterwards and read them if I've missed any of them. But here's the funny thing. So I went back and the video obviously always posts. I always feel bad when my head is down sanding. Not looking at you, but anyway, I went back and I was like, oh my God, Emma, I am never sanding on these lives again. Either that or I had to wear a different bra. And too much information or not, whatever. I'm just telling you. Because I was like, oh my God, all you could see was me shaking as I was sanding. And I was like, that's embarrassing. I mean, I'm sure most of you did not even notice or nobody noticed. Maybe it's just me, right? We're always like more critical of ourselves. But anyway, I was like, I'm not doing it again. So anyway, I'm like super conscious. And then this morning when I ran out of time and didn't pre-sand, I was like, oh man, I have to sand on camera again today. But anywho, isn't it weird, the little things that we think about? Okay, so 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, whatever, like whatever your piece is, and just adhere that up from the bottom with enough space to give yourself a little spot for a line of faux stitching. Okay, there you go. Start at the bottom there. Okay. Your next piece, I'm going to give you the measurements that I did on this one. And again, like I said, don't be afraid to adjust it depending on what your pattern papers or your washi tape are. Okay, but your next one is this little heart one here. And that strip is going to be 1 1/4, and it's right on top of the last one. Okay, 1 1/4, and it's right on top of the last one. So these ones, I will tell you that my strips that I'm using are different. They're not the same width. Okay, I'm losing all my stuff here. They're not the same width as this page, because this collection, they had some really great, like the pre-printed borders. So I'm just going to use those. So my spacing is going to be a little different on the one I'm doing with you. That's okay. You've got it right here. And again, if you want to do your own spacing, that's totally fine too. Okay, so like 1 1/4, and you're going to go ahead and put it right on top. Okay, and I want to kind of just catch up on some of your questions here. What am I missing? Halloween, yippee. Yes, Lindsay, you love Halloween. Kendra asked, any Calgary girls? She's in the Northwest, and she wants to know if anybody wants to place an order with her. She's going to order a kit, and you guys can split the shipping. Trina, I'm not even wearing a bra. Well, see, but that's okay. I don't wear one 90% of the time now since we're not going out of the house, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. Gosh, can you imagine if I sanded without one? That'd be horrific.
You get knocked out.
It'd be awful. Yeah. Like I would never. Yeah, Carol, she does, but she doesn't have these kits. So Carol just said, Kendra, check out Paper and Ink Boutique. Yes, the Paper and Ink Boutique absolutely carry my kits, but they do not have any of the new ones. So my last group of kits, the last 4, they sold so quickly. I think I've only got 5 or 6 left of 2 different ones. So they are not in the Paper and Ink Boutique. And these ones that I just posted last night, they are not there, and they won't be going there because I only have limited quantities. So they're just going to sell right through my website. My next bigger orders, those I'm going to talk with Julie and Glenn and see if they want to bring any of those in for you Calgary girls. But the shipping, honestly, you guys, it's not very high. Like, I know shipping is a struggle for a lot of you. I get it. It's so irritating, I know. But remember, I don't make money on the shipping. I've even refunded. If you guys have overpaid, I've refunded your $1.62 or whatever. So I do not make money on your shipping. It is just the shipping is just the shipping. And I know it's hard, but it just is what it is. But yeah, as far as those kits in Calgary, none of these ones are at the Paper and Ink Boutique, but hopefully we'll get the newer ones there here in the next month or so when the next round comes out. Yes, it's so awesome for using bits and pieces, Heather. Absolutely. Yes, tons of leftovers. That's the thing, right? You want to make sure that you're using those. I don't want you just coming here to Church of Edwardson every Sunday morning and then creating these massive piles of scraps. We don't want that. We want to use them. So this layout is super, super, super for using all of those scraps. And then, like I said, those cards at the end, I used even more scraps there as well. I'm willing to bet most of us ladies are braless. I would take that bet. I'm pretty sure you guys are too. And that's exactly how it should be when you're at home. Bras are the worst. And I know that there's all these bras on the market that are comfy and all the things. I have some too, but I still don't like wearing them. Gail, I haven't offered free shipping yet. I'm really a small business, and unfortunately the shipping fees are just a little too high for me to absorb at this moment. So I'm hopeful maybe in the summer I'll be able to offer you guys a half-off shipping event. It's kind of in the plans, but unfortunately I haven't offered it. I do, like I said, I do keep really good track of the shipping. If you've paid more than what it actually costs to ship, I refund that right back to you. But at this point, I haven't offered a free shipping event. I'm sorry. It's just not, I'm really just too little. It's too expensive for me to absorb that at the moment. But I promise we're working on it. The more people you tell about my little company and the more people that find me and start, playing along and like the kits that I have, the bigger I can get and the more I can bring in, and then I can offer you things like that. But like I said, in the summer, I was hoping to do a half-off shipping as well. Lindsay, your mom got hers super fast. Yeah, absolutely. From the island. So, and Lindsay's in southern Alberta. So, and you had a mug, oh my gosh, from Okotoks to South Alberta, and it went to Winnipeg. It's funny, right? Like you never know where the shipping's going to be and where it's going to go. Sherry, never braless. I hate the unpredictability of where the girls decide to go. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, so you've got these first two pieces down. Then I left a little 1/4 of an inch, and then I did a strip of washi tape. So I'm going to just pull my little washi tape, and I know you guys are going to ask where I got this. So this is We Are Memory Keepers washi tape dispenser. I have a lot more washi tape than this, and I have it on those heart-shaped rings that Bella Boulevard created for their Cop and Create event. I bought a bunch of those, and I have the rest of it on that. But I have like all my favorites kind of in this. I'm twisting it because it's on like a Lazy Susan. I don't carry these. You guys can get these anywhere. Lots of the big retailers carry them, but it is a We Are Memory Keepers product. I love it. However, I will tell you, if you're going to ask me my opinion, even if you're not, that's fine. The way that it works, you put them on these little rollers inside here, and then you just pull it out, and it's got all the sections where it cuts it off, right? What I find is, depending on the manufacturer of tape, they don't all stay on those. So you can see, like, the whole idea is that they would like stay up here and you would see them like that. They don't all stay up. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all, but I would say that is the only thing about this, if I was to give you an honest opinion, that just the tapes just don't stay up. But again, I don't care. So I have all my favorites in here. So I'm going to go ahead, and I just want this polka dot one. So I'm going to go ahead. Again, I like my mat, so I'm just going to stick it down on one side and hold it, get it positioned where I want on the other, and then I'm just going to run it along. So for me, you can trim it off right there. You're not going to see the back of my layout, so I'm just going to flip it over to the back, just like that. Okay, so just like that. Super quick and easy. So that one's a piece of washi tape. Again, you can use pattern paper, 1/2 an inch, 1/4 of an inch, whatever you'd like in there. Then I come to the big floral ones. The big floral one is 2.5 inches. Mine on this Halloween layout is not 2.5 inches because I really just wanted this strip of houses. So this one's 2 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 inches. It's got all a white background. I'm not going to sand anything. Shocking, I know. And then I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it. So this one, I left just a little 1/8 of an inch space between my washi tape and where I put that one down, okay? So this, I know we're going slower on this because I want you guys to really see it and have time to do your cuts, Jamie. But this is just a really quick, you can do this so quick, you guys, like 5 minutes, like not fast, like not slow at all. It's a super quick way to get your paper down. So don't panic about it. Just pick up all your scraps and go ahead. Start sticking them down. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Emma, can you go up just for 2 seconds? So anyone just joining us, you haven't missed a ton. We're just making our scrapbook. We're making our scrapbook paper with all of our little bits, okay? I think I'm all caught up. A lot of bra comments. See, I'm not alone. I love that. I'm not alone. Okay, good. I think I got you all. So 1/4 inch by 12 is my next little strip that I'm doing. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere this one. Again, I've only left about 1/8 inch. And I'm going to adhere it flat right above my houses. Okay, I'm going to use my glue. So this is one that I wanted to show you. This is one that we've talked about on here before, but this just came in. So this is the art glitter, dries clear glue. Okay, so lots of you already have this and you love it. So I brought in the little 2-ounce bottles. Yes, I brought in the 2-ounce bottles, the 4-ounce bottles, and then I brought in the 8-ounce refill. So this one's just a refill, and this does not have a tip on the top. The 2 and the 4 have a tip on the top, and then you can buy this little tip. So remember, so see how I was talking about the little metallic tip? So that just screws right on top of the tip, the plastic tip that comes with the glue, and then it comes also with a pin, so like just a little push pin, or like a sewing pin, sorry. And then that just stays in the top, and if I could see better, there we go. So it doesn't dry out. But the cool thing is that it's such a great precision tip. So when I've got this little tiny piece here, I can go on and just get, and it's smaller, you guys, like the Tombow, we all love the Tombow. This is nothing against Tombow. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. I'm gonna try, hang on. Oh, there we go. So the Tombow is great, but it's a bigger tip. Like the tips are bigger. So when the glue comes out, so look, can you see that tiny little, right? So that if you're going to purchase the dries clear art glitter glue, which you should because it's phenomenal adhesive, make sure you get the metal tip as well. Okay, they're on the website too. And just because it is a really great option for you if you're wanting to do these smaller pieces, and then you don't have all your glue squirting out the sides because that's gross and nobody likes that. Okay, here you go, just like that. Okay, so we're just going to keep on going up. So my next one is this glitter washi tape. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another one. I wanted to use this number, no, I don't know, maybe I should use a bold one. No, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use this Bella one, this Bella blue one. This is really fun. Contrast. Yes, I've got some blue. That was a slam down. Sorry, guys, that was loud. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm putting this one right on top of the stars, my last little 1/4 inch. Okay, so I'm making sure that that's right on top. There is not a space in between there. Right up against the edge of my last piece. Okay, so this one's like 1/2 inch thick. That's just because it's the width of my washi tape. Same thing, I'm just going to pick it up, put it over the ends. There you go. Okay. 1/4 inch space, then I'm going to do another little 3/4 inch, another little 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this orange one next. How are we guys doing? Are you following along okay? Everyone's getting their papers cut. Is this strip 1/4 inch? Yeah, I've got 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. Okay, the glitter, if you're wondering which ones, this one was the big 2.5, this one was 1/4 inch, then I did like a 3/4 inch washi, this gold washi, and then I've got another 1/4 inch space, then we're going into more 1/2 inch by 12 up in here, 1/2, 3/4. Again, you just want to layer them up until we get to the top and leaving ourselves just a little bit of a space so we can match our little faux stitching that we've got on the top and bottom. Okay. Best glue, yeah, it is. Love art glitter glue, yeah. So great. So like I said, I've got all of that in stock. The $5 off adhesive promotion is still on. It's on until the 31st of this month. So any adhesive purchased over $20, you're going to get $5 off. The code is adhesive5. Okay, and I know that adhesive is not the thing that we love to spend our money on. It's like when you're doing like a house reno and you have to like do the roof or something. Nobody really wants to buy adhesive, but obviously we all need it. And like I said last weekend, I only carry what I use. I will not carry product I don't use, and I'm super particular because I don't want to pick up my layouts and have them all fall off. So I use really great adhesive. I love these ones. They're all my favorites. So take advantage of that. Stock up on your adhesive, take advantage of the savings, and then your projects won't fall apart. Okay, we have that one. So then I'm going to go back in with another washi tape on top of that orange. That's this little heart one here. So it's 1/4 inch by 12. Okay, that one's 1/4 inch by 12. I think I'm gonna do this one. It's like see what I mean? Like it doesn't totally stick. It's not a big deal, but whatever. It's kind of a thing every time you go to get it. But I love that I can see it all super quick. So this one I put right on top of my last pattern paper strip. Okay. And that's the last washi tape that I used, but you can do whatever you want. You could do the whole thing in washi tape if you wanted. Okay. See that? Okay, then another space, and then this one's 1.25 inches. This black and white vertical stripes 1.25 inches, and I'm going to use this candy corn paper here. So 1.25 inches by 12. How are you all following along? Is everybody good? Or buy primer before painting. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. You don't want to spend money on some things, but you need them. So if you can do a little bit of savings. Oh, hey, Carla, you're out for a family drive. You'll be making this later today. That's awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, lots of family drives. We were talking about that the other day. That's how I grew up. I mean, that's what you did on Sunday afternoons. You went for a family drive because it was just kind of a thing you did. And I think a lot of that's starting to come back because there's not a lot of places to go right now. Now, everybody's, like, lots of places are starting to open up. I mean, how about like hairdressers, nail salons? Have you guys gone? Has anybody gone to get their hair done? Have you gone back to your nail salon? Look at my nails. I did not go, but look, super bright red. They'll probably be gray by tomorrow or the next day, but yeah, like what's your comfort level? Where are you at? These businesses are opening up. I mean, you know, yes, we need to support our businesses, but we also need to do it in a time that works for how, you know, you're like your comfort level. So I don't know. I have not gone. That's just me. But I'm pretty set up at home. I don't know. I don't like doing my own toenail painting, to be honest with you. I'm not a feet person. We were talking yesterday. I don't know. I left like a quarter, like 1/8 of an inch, not 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch here, and then 1/8 of an inch at the top, okay? I'm not a feet girl, and I don't even like my own feet. And my feet are actually pretty cute. Like, if I do say so myself, they're not terrible, but I don't love them. So I miss my pedicures for sure. But whatever. I don't know. I'll be fine. You need more coffee. Yes. Hair booked for June 17th. So a few weeks away. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, hey Jennifer. Yeah, to the grid line to line things up. I like working on a grid mat. It's just for me, it's my comfort level. Like I was saying earlier with Trina's layout, she is just a lay it down kind of girl, and it works beautifully, and her layouts always turn out so pretty. But I need to make sure I've gotten everything where I need to have it. Tam, you had your arm tea on Friday, hair book for June 2. Last night was your first takeout meal, sushi. That's awesome. We've done takeout quite a bit, actually, for most of the time. We have, there's lots of local restaurants here, but we have one in particular that's owned by some family friends, and they've been working really hard. And at one point, it literally was just their family. It was the husband and wife, their 2 daughters, and they had 2 cooks. So we've ordered from them quite a bit. but not really anything else yet. You had your haircut the first day she opened and no concerns. That's great, Jennifer. That's so good. You got a massage this week. Nail girl, ready early June. Yeah, I mean, it's hard on the businesses, right? There's so much that you have to kind of figure out safety-wise for your customers and making everybody feel as their own level of comfort, I guess. June 12th for your hair, Elaine. You can't even look at yourself in the mirror right now without a toucan. Oh my gosh, I know, it's hard. It's hard. I feel fortunate that my hair is naturally curly. I mean, I need a haircut. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of hair, but I feel like I can hide it a little bit better with the natural curl than if it was straight, but no, I get it. You're not comfortable yet, Susan. Yeah, no, for sure. Like everybody has their own comfort. I'm not really there, to be honest. I'm not quite there. I need some body work so bad. I need a chiropractor. I need my laser. Like I get some things done that I'm really missing, but I'm just not there yet. I mean, I will. Well, I'll get there, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so we're almost there, girls. We just put that 1 1/4 inch piece down. You leave another little space there. This little pink one is a 1/2 inch, and then the top one is 3/4 of an inch. So again, I have some different measurements here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just sand these ones and put them down. So again, we did our 1 1/4, 1 1/2, whatever you want in there. A little bit of an 1/8 of an inch. This one's a 1/2. Another little space. This one's almost only a 1/16 of an inch space, and then another 1/2 or 3/4. Whatever size you can do to fill up that space. Okay, so just go ahead and get those papers or your washi tape or your border stickers. You know, lots of the collections come with beautiful 12 by 12 sticker strips. Go ahead and stick those down. These are, again, just really great ways to build your own base with all of your leftover pieces. And you can do this in so many ways. We could have cut these into little tiny sections, little like 3-inch spots. I know we were working on a layout sketch for you guys that had them and you kind of made your own chevron pattern. I was going to teach that one a couple of weeks back, and then I just decided based on some of the comments that I don't think the comfort level was there for that. So I held off on that one, but I might bring that one back. And that's another one that's really great for scraps too. So we might do that one in a few weeks. We'll see. I've kind of got a few other things planned, but yeah. Now classes, how are you girls doing with your 10 layout classes? I know tons of you have been purchasing the online classes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is what makes it so that I can make more. Really appreciate it. But how are you doing with them? Like, how's it going? Are you getting them done? Did you buy them to save for a little bit later? Like, how's all that going? I want to know how you're doing. If you find the videos helpful, tell me how you're feeling. Trina, I have a mullet. I'm gonna find the next person with scissors and sit down. It might be a landscaper or whatever. Oh my God, that's so funny. Lindy, no hair yet. Your branch, okay, so yeah, you work in an office. You had a client getting really upset through your front door because you were booking appointments for insurance. Not just opening the door wide open, proceeded to tell me that COVID had ended on Tuesday.
Oh my God.
Oh, where are these people coming from? Like literally where are they? I am sorry.
Texas?
Where are these people coming from? COVID ended Tuesday. Well, hallelujah. Then I guess my husband can come home. My daughter can go back to work and school. That's insanity. Lindy, you know what? Honestly, it takes all kinds. Like I feel so bad for all of you out there working in the public every day and having to deal with that. That's so crazy. My gosh, poor girl. Corley, do pre-made pages without the photos count for the contest? Couldn't find photos too, but needed to get the page ready for gardening. For sure, you can totally scrapbook this layout and just put little markers on there. Like if you're gonna do markers for your photos, ladies, just use a computer paper. Just cut computer paper for the size of the photos, especially when you're putting a lot of this stuff down. Like I would just go ahead and make sure that you had everything laid down, but cut computer paper for your little sizes of your photos and just tack them down with like a tiniest little bit of adhesive just so that you've got those markers there. But for sure, of course, you can enter the contest. So again, the contest was really great last week. I've started doing gift certificates for the store, which is really, really fun. So you guys can get some savings on your shopping. Deb, at Walmart, my neighbor, okay, what the hell? Sorry, we're in church, I shouldn't swear. At Walmart, my neighbor saw a guy using hand sanitizer on his armpits.
So you came into contact with another person with your armpits?
I know, like,
what?
Why is he sanitizing his, maybe he didn't have deodorant at home or hand sanitizer. That is the funniest thing. Oh my God. This is making us all crazy. Like, that's actually, I think, what's happening is we're all just going crazy. Heather, not going anywhere. Take care of your senior parents and your husband has autoimmune issues. Yeah, just your weekly grocery run. Honestly, Heather, it's funny because, well, it's not, none of this is funny, but I am very similar, and I'm not this person. I know we've talked about this before, but I don't know if this has done something to my comfort level for sure. I'm struggling with it. I'm not feeling super excited. I've had lots of people, like I said, we're doing some work in the backyard, which is a totally other story at the moment, but I've had lots of contractors on the property, but again, they're not, I'm sanitizing the gate that they come in and out of if I haven't opened it for them. It's 2 meters apart. They're not in my house. So, and you know, it's been fine. The only thing they've touched is my dogs, but, well, exactly. Who knows their situation? Many people are mentally in a really bad headspace. And that's exactly what I said, because I think it literally, and not to be flippant about it, I think it is, I think this is just really hard on a lot of people. For sure. You know, we're obviously all in a really great situation as far as we've got, you know, creative outlets and friends and things that people we can rely on, but I know that that's not the case for everybody. This is not easy. I know. And I think for me, where my comfort is that I just am really worried about this whole second, third wave. That is, I think, the part that's really making me nervous. Is making sure that we're being safe all the way through to the fall. You know, Emma and I were having huge conversations yesterday about school, like university. I mean, we don't know whether she's going back in the fall. We have no idea. Ladies, if this is what your base should look like, I'm going to try holding it in the middle. Okay, so pattern paper, washi tape, stickers, strips, just make all of those. Make your beautiful pattern paper base. Okay, so super fun to use all of that up. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start with our photos. So the big photo here is your 4x6. Okay, so you've got your two mats, so 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. Okay, mat those together flat, stick those together flat. And then, like I said, on this one, I think it was 2.5 inches down. 2 1/4, 2.5, and then about 1 inch in from the right. So go ahead and stick that down. You've got your 2 photo mats. Okay, 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. You have to keep me on track, girls. I really could just keep talking to you. I know I was thinking of maybe we should do one of these Zoom things, or I don't know. I just, because I would love to talk with you. Like, keep commenting. I love your comments for sure. It makes me so happy that we actually get to have conversation. But I am talking to myself, really. Well, I mean, Emma's here. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you. Thanks. I'm talking to you, but I don't know. I'd love to see your faces. So I don't know. Maybe we do something like that. The other thing that we're talking about is maybe doing like a 5 layout workshop one day, but it would be a workshop. So what I would probably do is do that in a Zoom classroom. And that would just be a small fee. Did it just get dark in here? I feel really dark in here. Mm-hmm. Can you maybe just open that blind a little bit? A small fee. Like, I don't know, $15 or something, and we would get together and we would actually do a class. We'd probably sit down together for about 3 hours or so, 2.5, 3 hours, and do a class together. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, do let me know, because it's something we're just trying to offer you some more opportunities, because I really, honest to God, you guys, I don't know when I'm going to be back in a classroom teaching. You know, obviously I would love to get back out to Calgary and get into the classroom at the Paper and Ink Boutique again this fall, but I really don't know if that's going to happen. I really, really don't know. Oops, I forgot 3D foam. 2 seconds. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Okay, here I am. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be getting on a plane and coming out there, and I honestly, I highly doubt it. I don't think that that's really where things are at for me at the moment. But yeah, so anyway, so I want to see you. I want to see you, and not in a creepy way. I just really miss seeing you guys. So 4x6 photo, I'm raising the photo up off of my double mat. My double mats are flat, and then I'm just going to raise this photo up. Okay, 2 1/4, 2 1/2 down from the top, or line it up with your little pattern paper strips if that's something that's important to you. And then just about 1 inch in from the right edge, or from the center of your 2-page layout. Okay. So let's just get this guy down. I'm going to go ahead and just eyeball it because I want to use some lines in my patterns that I've got here. Okay. There. Okay. So fun. Hey, Heather. Yeah, it comes together really beautifully. I know in the sketch it looked so scary. I got so many messages from you guys, and I knew it was coming, and I did not want to stress you out. This is supposed to be fun, but it comes together pretty, okay? How many strips in all? There's 12 of them. No, there's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 on mine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 on this page, and then we use 4 more on this page plus another big chunk, okay? Lindsay, you've got the education access to Zoom, not a time limit right now, at least till June. If you need me to set up a meeting for a Sunday, let me know. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, because I haven't done that before, but I think it might be kind of fun. God, it just seems really dark all of a sudden. I hope you guys can see this okay, hey? Tell me if you can't. Hi, Brianne. Nice to see you. Just scroll up a little bit.
Oh, up. Okay.
No, down.
Oh, down.
Sorry, the other up. Hey, Angela, nice to see you. Teresa and your Colorado. Yes, Cheryl and Christine, you've met a couple of evenings to crop together. Oh, that's so good. I don't know if Cheryl and Christine have been on here, Angela, or Teresa. I think Teresa has been by on a Sunday. I don't know if your other girls, though. Cheryl and Christine are amazing. Cheryl and Christine are from Colorado, and they, when I teach in Calgary, they fly up, and they've become really good friends with Angela and Teresa. I believe you girls met at a crop and create a few years ago. I feel like that is how you guys met. Anyway, the girls, yeah, Cheryl and Christine, they fly up and spend the weekend, and we scrapbook and do 20 layouts, and yeah, super fun. Zoom is amazing for classes. Cool. Well, if you guys want to do that, if you'd like to do like an actual workshop, we can start with like 5. 10's we can do 10. It's a long time. That's the only thing. Like, 20 layouts in a day is amazing, but we're together and we're, feeding off each other's energy, and we're hanging out and we're talking, and it's super fun. So 10 hours doesn't seem like a lot because we've got our little lunch and dinner breaks and stuff. So it's highly unlikely that I would do that. Honestly, I think it's too long for all of us. But I think 5 would be a really fun place to start and see how it goes. So if that's something you guys think you'd want to do, send me some messages. Let me know. Maybe I'll put a little poll up and see if you guys are interested in doing that. Kendra, my husband's not in scrapbooking. Apparently watching scrapbooking shopping, organizing isn't scrapbooking. That is all scrapbooking. Absolutely. That is all being creative. And he just brought you breakfast. Oh, what a good guy. Love that. Lindsay, we love the Colorado girls. We do. Cheryl and Christine are amazing. Yes. Jasmine, you're moving quick. Can you please tell me the measurements for the right page? I did already. I did tell you all the measurements for the right page. I told you both pages, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start doing that that second page together. So I did. How far down on the photo, Deb? About 2¼ inches, 2¼ 2½. I lined, both of mine are different. The two are different just because I wanted to use the lines in the paper on my Halloween one. Okay. So this is where we're at on this one. Then you're going to go ahead and put your 3x8 paper down. So this 3x8 is just a lined paper where I'm going to go ahead and do the journaling. Okay. And then this one, if you didn't want to do that, you could do 2 3x4 photos. Okay. So I just put it down, like you can see where this is Eric Church. That's white. I only put it down about 3/4 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm lining it up with one of my pattern paper strips because that's just what I want to do. Okay, so 3x4. And that because I've got a lot of journaling I want to put on this layout. And the same with this one. This was when Scott and I went and saw Eric Church in Sacramento last fall. And so I had a lot to say. Okay, my next photo is going to be a little 2x3, a little 2x3 here. So I'm going to go ahead and sand the edges of this photo as well. I turned them all to black and white. Again, you guys can do whatever you want. I love when I'm using lots of different patterns. I do black and white a lot. Mostly also because it's pretty rare that I am only going to do one layout of something. Like obviously, yes, I've got like singles that are just like the one photo. But when you've got lots and lots of photos, generally you might do another little pocket page or a little one, just a single layout. So this one, I know I've got color photos done of these Halloween photos. So you can see that there? So I just went ahead and put my 3x8 here. Again, you could do 2 3x4 photos, one on top of each other. Totally easy, great substitution. And then just a little 2x3 photo at the top there, just down a little bit, right up against the side of that 3x8. Okay. The next two that I'm going to put down are going to be 2 little 2x2s. So what am I going to use? I'm going to use these two, I think. These two. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll use this one. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sand the edges of those and stick those down right underneath my big 4x6 matted, double matted photo. Okay. How are we doing? Just the one measurement. Jasmine, which measurement? Okay, can you go up just for 2 seconds? Up here? Right there to Jasmine. Please tell me the measurement for the right page. What's under my 2 4x3, the rectangle? Oh, those are just 2 3x4 printed journal cards, Jasmine. Right here, is this what you're talking about? Right in here, I've got a 3x4 on its side and a 3x4 vertical, and I layered them over each other. Okay, and then I built the rest of my title on top. So if that's what you're asking about, that's what that is. Does that make sense? Tell me if I answered your question, Jasmine. And I will go back. Okay, Elaine, can I say all of what again? Oh, you got it. Okay, good. Lindy, you do not have to wear a bra for that 5 layout class. No way, Jose. You can, that, we should just make it is just a pajama layout. That's what we should do, girls.
Pajama theme. We
should have pajama theme 5 layout, use your own product in a Zoom classroom. That's what we should do. Tell me if you want that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oh my God, you didn't realize you weren't wearing a bra with some execs in your company in your Zoom meeting? Okay, that's funny. I wonder if they noticed. That's hilarious. You got free shipping with 196. Hey, good for you. Well, that's great. I have no idea how you got that, but then check out. That's going to cost me a little bit of shipping for sure, but thank you so much for your order. I do not have free shipping as an option at the moment, so yay you. So all of you, I guess if you spend $200 today, I guess you're getting free shipping is what Kendra is saying. But if she spent $200, I know she's also purchased several of those new kits, and there really aren't very many, so not to panic you in the middle of your layout class, but that is exciting news for you girls. And they're super cute. I mean, Bella's so fun. I've always been a Bella fan. for a long time. I mean, I was on their design team for quite a few years, I think like 4 years or something. I did lots of different things for Bella. So yeah, no, love, 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 love Bella. So, well, clearly this is Bella Halloween. So that's where we are. Okay. Okay, so I got my little 2x2s under there. Where am I here? You're in, yes. Nope, the blue one. What blue one? Oh, that's 5x7, Jasmine. 5x7, and then the pink one behind is 5¼ by 7¼. Okay, 5x7 and 5¼ by 7¼ are these mats. Sorry, I didn't realize that that's what you were talking about. So 2 inches down from the top and about 1 inch in from the left when you put that down. Does that help? Yes. Okay, got it. Today is PJ themed for sure. But yeah, that'd be super fun though. Pajamas and no bras, pajama class. Yes, to the pajama class. Pajamas and wine. Can you drink wine in church at 10 a.m. on a Sunday? Tell me. I don't go to church. We weren't raised in church. I don't know. You guys have to educate me on etiquette. The 2x2s are not matted, Robin. Nope. And I need to, there we go. Oh, Kendra, you're so sweet. No, take it. Take it. If you get free shipping, yay you. That's a beautifully big order. Thank you so much. I really, really am grateful for that. Thank you. 2x2s, no mats. No. 2x2s, no mats. Okay, good, Jasmine. That was the one I finally answered it correctly. Sorry. Okay, so really, that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, I've got 2 little 3x4 journal cards in here. This little pinky heart one, and then this one's kind of just almost looks like a lined, like a library card kind of. And then I just built the beginning of my title. So my title goes across the page. So I've got good moments and laughter and a whole lot of singing. Is kind of my title, went all the way across. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my journal cards later, but that's what I did. So I've just put them in this corner because I'm not sure what kind of a title I want, but this is kind of a little bit of where we're at. Okay, so left page, we're all good. We can go on to the right. Okay, I'm just gonna toss this one up here. And then let's go ahead. This right page is so much quicker, girls, so much quicker. I'm just gonna fix my skirt, 2 seconds. Thank you.
Classy.
Yes, keeping it classy. Oh, I forgot my border punch. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna do a little border punch on the edge of this one. I think I'm gonna use, no, I don't like that one. Okay. One of my favorites. Okay, so this page, super easy. After the last page, Jamie, no worries on this one. Not to single you out, Jamie. You know I love you. So I'm going to go ahead. I got my 5x12, my big star piece, 5x12. This is this colored dot one right here. Okay, 5x12. So I've got my 12x12 matching cardstock. So same color that I used on the left page. Okay. Cut it to 5x12, and you're going to go ahead and adhere this one 3 inches in from the right edge of your base. Okay, so 3 inches in from the right edge of your base. So ladies, if you love what I'm offering you and you're happy and you've had a great experience, I would really, really love if you would be so kind and do a little recommendation on my Facebook page. Those are so helpful for business pages, and it really is so lovely for new customers that are just kind of finding me and letting them know what you like or things like that. What you don't like, message me what you don't like, and I will be happy to really fix it for you. But if you've had a really great experience, I would really love that. It would make a really big difference for me with my business. So I would love it if you could go on to the Facebook page and leave a recommendation for me. That would be so sweet. I am working on, I know I've been saying it for a couple weeks now, I am working on the YouTube videos. They're coming. I'm going to load a few at a time, but and then I'll start really letting you know kind of what I've got coming up on the YouTube channel as well. Again, you guys all know this is just new for me, so I'm just getting used to it, but I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with our Sundays. I'm loving our time together, so thank you so much for joining me. But share it with your friends and invite them. The nice thing about the whole online thing Don't worry, I'm gonna give you this measurement again. Don't panic if you see that I've moved on. I've just gone ahead and put my 5 by 12 down, 3 inches in from the right, and then I'm just border punching my little piece that I'm gonna put down just ahead of you so I can show you. Okay, so the next piece, this is where I'm at, okay, 3 inches in from the right edge of your base. And then the next piece is this one right here. This is this striped one. So I just border punched the border, I border punched the right edge. And then I'm gonna raise it up and I'm just gonna slightly overlap the right edge of the 5 by 12, okay? And I'm gonna raise that up with some 3D foam. Where are we? We can drink whatever we want, wherever we want in the Church of Edwardson. We're gonna have to get shirts made, you know, that's what's gonna happen. Boozy coffee. So I don't drink coffee, but Bailey's is kind of my favorite. So Bailey's on ice. I could drink Bailey's and hot chocolate or just Bailey's or wine or a Caesar. Come on, Lindsay, can't we have a Caesar? We can have a Caesar, 10 a.m. on a Sunday. It's lunchtime for some of you, for God's sake. God, you girls that are coming from back east, it's lunchtime. You can have a drink with lunch, you betcha. 3 inches in from the right. Yep, you got it, Elaine. Okay, who's judging? Nobody's judging. Friday nights. No, you know what, Deb? I'm not going to do Friday nights. There's Friday nights. There's a few other things going on Friday nights, so I can probably say I wouldn't. And I never say never, but probably not a Friday night for me. But you know, things are going to start opening up, and people are going to start going back to work, and I want to try to find a great time for everybody. So far, this is really working. The nice thing is too, I obviously love when you're here live. That's what makes a live alive. I want to talk to you and all of the things. But those of you that do have church or other commitments on Sunday mornings, I love that you can come back and watch it after as well and still participate. And but I do have a few, I guess, kind of colleagues, I would say, just some other people that I love, friends of mine in the industry, and I don't want to go over any of their times either. And I know that that doesn't affect you, lots of you, we all have some of our own customers, we all share a lot of customers as well, and I don't want to step on their times either. So there's lots of my friends in the industry that have been doing this for a really long time, and they have their times, and so I want to make sure that you guys can take advantage of as much online creativity as you can. So that's something that I just want to be really careful of as well. So I don't know, maybe a weeknight. I don't know, we'll see. And the weeknights, I don't know if we're all going to get so busy again. Like, who knows, right? Who knows what it's going to look like moving forward. What did I just do there? Okay, so remember, we've got your little half 1 inch strip. My final size is a 1/2 inch on this by 12. I border punched the right edge, raised it up with 3D foam. I was just doing my double mats as we were talking. Which strip? Well, it depends on what you can start with a 1 inch if you want. Deb, my final size is a 1/2 inch by 12. So it's just up to you how big of a border punch you want to use, or if you don't want to use a border punch at all. So my final size was a 1/2 inch by 12, okay? Now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do these strips right here. So I've got a 1/2 inch, a 3/4 of an inch, and then next to it, this pink gingham is a 1/2 inch, and then I did a little 1/4 of an inch strip to cover the seams between the two. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my blue one down. I'm just gonna give this a little sand on the edges, and I'm gonna put it down right up against the left edge of that 5 by 12 piece, okay, the black and white stars. I'm going to go ahead and put this one down. This one's my 3/4 of an inch piece. I'm going to stick that one down flat. How wide was the last piece? So I've got a 5 by 12 is the first one. My final size on the one that I border punched is a 1/2 inch, but I started about 3/4 of an inch and then used my border punch. The final size was a 1/2. This blue one that I'm putting down right now is 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little 1/2 inch one right next to it. Okay. And then I'm going to cover the seam of these two with a 1/4 of an inch piece. These are all by 12. Okay, all by 12. Okay, so 3/4, half, and again, too, they could be wider or more narrow. It's up to you, depending on whatever pieces you're working with, right? This is meant to really use up some of your scrap papers, right? Remember, pattern paper is our friend. We love pattern paper. Don't be scared of pattern paper. What is that from that movie, Finding Nemo?
Oh my god, that literally was just in my head. I was gonna say it.
Fish are food, not friend.
No,
fish are friends, not food.
food.
There you go. Fish are friends, not food. Pattern paper is our friend. Don't be scared of pattern paper. Nothing to be scared about. Okay, little 1/4 inch piece there. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a quick little sand. The other thing too, like if you make a funny cut or your edges are wonky or whatever, and you have a little bit of a another pattern paper showing, like if you've made this cut from a strip piece, a little bit of sanding is a really great way too to just tidy up your edges. So, and like I said, I am not making you all into sanders. You do not have to be a sander. You can be whatever you want. You can be an inker, a sander, a nothing. You could like just, you don't have to do anything to your paper. You can just have it look totally beautiful on its own. This is another narrow piece, so I'm going to go ahead and use my fun little tip.
It's actually quite satisfying watching you do that.
It is satisfying. I'm just impressed that I can get this little pin back in this tip by myself with one hand. My eyesight is so bad, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick this over the seams. I'm going to go ahead and use the line in my little pattern paper here, make sure I got it the way I want it. And then that's it. Okay, just like that. How's that? Kindly show me the right page up to the screen for the moment. These are the layers that I'm building. Can you see that? The right, is that the page that you want? This is the right page that we're working on. Doesn't it look like those little dots are like sparkling on that star paper? Isn't that fun? Does that look like that to you? It does to me. Maybe it's my bad eyesight. Where the cardstock is on the far right, I see hearts. Oh, those are just embellishments. Here, is this what you want, Tim? I'm going to stand up. Can you see that? So those are just embellishments. Those are just little hearts that I stuck down. It seems dark in here. I'm sorry. I'll work on that. Okay, good.
It's cloudy outside. Normally the weather's been good on Sundays.
Yeah, no, it rained last weekend. But anyway, you have to go back in the classroom, Deb. Like now, soon. I'm sorry. I didn't think anybody was going back to school. The strip measurements again. So 5 by 12, 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. And my final size after I border punched is a 1/2 inch. Okay, so 5 by 12, 3/4, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2. Okay. You're loving this sketch now. Hey, I know you guys, there's a lot of you that didn't like it. I get it. You guys were all like panicky about that. But it's all good, right? It's all good. Okay, so here we are. Okay, now you've got your double mat. So 5 by 7 and 5 1/4 by 7. The reason that I didn't do 5 1/4 and 5 1/2 is because I'm not putting a 5 by 7 photo on this. So 5 by 7 and 5 1/4 by 7. Okay, so your double mat. And then you're going to go ahead and adhere this one. I just want to double check where I put this one too. I think I did. So I lined this one up with my other one. So I'm just going to make sure, just because it's me and that's how I roll, I'm going to make sure that I have mine exactly in the same spot as my other one. So if you did 2 1/4, put it 2 1/4. If you did 2 1/2, do 2 1/2. But what I do want you to make sure that you do is leave a little bit of a space right in here. Okay. So line it up with your mat from your left page. and then leave a little bit of a space so that you can see some of that 5 by 12 and that little border as well. Okay, so get that one down. Then the next thing you're going to do is 2 3 by 4 photos. Okay, 2 3 by 4 photos. From the star paper, it's from a Bella Boulevard Halloween collection called Trick or Treat. It's an older collection, one of their older Halloween collections. So working on design teams, obviously you get lots and lots of product. And I was, like I said, I was with Bella for about 4 years. So I still have lots and lots of their products left. So it's something that I love. I just love Bella. I love her collections. I love her patterns her colors. The fun thing too that Stephanie and her team do is they really try to pull colors, or not try to, they do. They pull colors from multiple collections. So if you have a collection that's say 2 years old, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to find a new collection that comes out that has a lot of the same colors. She loves to be able to let you go back and make sure that you've got things that coordinate with each other. So on this one, I did my 2 3 by 4 photos. This one on the right is flat. This one on the left is raised. And I did set them off from a little bit from each other. So I have them on 2 little angles. You need to obviously overlap a little bit on one. If that doesn't work for your photos, that's okay. Just kind of get them the way that you want them. So I'm actually, like I said, on my left, this one is, the right side one is flat. This one is raised. But I'm actually going to do it opposite on this one because the picture of Emma is quite dark. So I can overlap a little bit on the picture of Alex. Okay. Little 3D foam on that one. And then raise that one up too. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, stick this one down, a little bit off center, which is really hard for me, but you go. Okay, and then the next thing that I did was I came in here with these 2 journal cards. So I've got them overlapping each other. So I've got 2 3 by 4s, and I just did one direction, one vertical. So one horizontal, one vertical. And then I went in with my 2 by 3 photo and my 2 by 2 photo. The other thing that I did was I pulled the washi tape from the left page, remember, and we have that over on the right page. So I'm going to want to just take a couple of little pieces, and I'm going to tuck that in. I'm going to go ahead and take that one, and then what else did I use? I used this one, and then I used this one. And scissors. I got some scissors. Okay, so all I did with this, girls, is I just took it, kind of just laid it out. I don't know if you can see that. Get a little bit of a width that I want, or a length that I want, and I went ahead and I just snipped out the end, just like that. See? Okay, and then I just tucked it under. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to cut a little bit more off. And I just went ahead and I just tucked down in this bottom right here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick one down. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my other one. I'm going to just snip a little bit out the end, make a little flag for that, a little pendant. Get that one where I want it. I've just layered them kind of on top of each other, but I want to make sure that they're like a little bit different for lengths. Okay. So line that up on top. So that's where I'm at with that. You see, just making little flags. Little pendants, I guess. And then I'm going to do my third one. Okay, all good, everyone following along? Oh, hi, Diane, how are you? Thank you for loving my layouts. I hope you guys like them. 5 by 7 mat, how far down? So same, Deb, that's what I was saying. It's the same as your layout, your left page. So wherever you put it down. So 2 1/4, 2 1/2 is kind of the measurement that I gave you on this side. Line it up, sit these 2 pages together and make it so that your mats match, okay? What size is my journal strip? The big one on this side was 3 by 8. These journal cards, these printed journal cards are 3 by 4 2 3 by 4s. I just layered them on top of each other. Does that answer your question, Carly? I'm just gonna get rid of these little bits off my hand here before I wear them. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and stick my other little sticky washi strip. So again, if you're not using washi tape, don't worry. Go ahead and just pick 3 pattern papers from this side. Okay, just do that. See that? Okay. So then you're going to go ahead and take your little journal cards. So I've got 2 printed journal cards here, and I'm just going to go ahead and get a little quick sand on them, and I'm going to layer them to build a bit of my title on. Okay. The reason I want to put these down now is because I am going to overlap my 2 by 3 photo slightly. So I want to make sure that I get this down the way that I want it so that I don't have to worry about it later. Okay. So remember, I always post these afterwards, okay? They're always posted on this, the measurements and everything they're always posted. So they'll be posted on my social media, and then also this video always stays on my Facebook, so you guys can go back and watch it if you want. You don't have to feel the pressure. These little cards, I'll give you the measurements of where I put them. So these guys are just in this bottom section here. So I am on this layout that you're seeing about 1 inch in, little over an inch in. So I'm just kind of in from the bottom of this mat here, and it's horizontal, and I'm an inch up from the bottom as well. So inch in, inch up. And that's my horizontal one. And then I've just overlapped the vertical one. So you can see on this page here. Oh, could I maybe hold something straight for you guys today? That'd be great. Okay, so just like that. And then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to use my little 2 by 3 and my little 2 by 2 photos. My 2 by 3 is going to be flat, and my 2 by 2 is going to be raised, sitting up over that raised border. Okay. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and just come in and stick this one down. What I want to do, and you don't have to, it's up to you. I'm going to work with my paper, and I want to make sure that I'm fairly lined up. You see? So my 2 by 3 photo here, it's on the same line as this journal card here. Oh, good grief, I can't hold anything straight. I haven't been drinking, I swear. Okay. And then I moved, this one is not, this one is kind of got a little bit more of a space here, but it worked with the face in the photo. That's fine for this one. And then this one, I don't want to go over my photo with Emma. So it's just going to depend on what's in your photos, right? You don't want to go over things that you don't want to go over. I want to like cut people's faces out or something.
Please don't. My face looks too beautiful in that photo.
Your face does look beautiful in that photo. Emma was a Disney character every Halloween all through high school. So I'm going to actually just tuck a little bit of 3D foam just to hold up my corners. So I want this little 2 by 2 to stick on top of my raised guy here, but I don't want it to fall off the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of 3D foam on the corners just so that it'll stand up. Okay. And then just like that. See that? All good? Okay. And then the rest is just embellishment and title, ladies. So this one, I'm totally holding that backwards. Okay, so this is the one from today. Okay. Super cute, right? And then your other one. So the cool thing about this, this sketch, obviously you could do it as 2 singles because that looks like a really great single, right? And that looks like a really great single. And that looks like a great single. And that does, and that does. So again, you can get at least probably 8 layouts out of this one double page sketch. So hold on to them. We've created these for you. I am giving this to you for free. This is our free get together once a week. If you love them, then there's the classes for you that you can purchase that have a lot more layouts in them. Hopefully we'll be able to pull this, this Zoom class together. That would be super fun. So I love that we're getting together. I try to offer you a lot of free content as well. Just I want to pass along the things that I've learned over, I've been in the industry for about 16 years now. So I want to try to pass all of this on to you and make this easy for you to get your layouts into albums, right? Like you want to make sure that you're actually just getting your photos in. And I know that so many of you are working full time and you do not have a lot of time to do this. So I thank you for joining me. And I just try to take some of the guesswork out of it for you so that you can just sit down and get your photos onto beautiful pages and get them into your albums for your families. Don't forget to journal, right? Lots of journaling. I know that amount of journaling is stressful at times, but make sure you get your stories in there too. So this one is super easy and done. So I wanted to just take a quick couple of seconds for those of you. Thank you, Carrie. Love it. Thank you. I wanted you to just have a little quick peek at the cards. So now that we've done those layouts, you can see, oops, that's not what I want to hold up. This one. You can see, so this is just a bunch of the pattern paper strips. So I did the same, I'm going to try to stop turning that and make that straight. It's the same concept. Just putting it on, just running it right across your card. I added a die cut that came with this collection that I used, and then a little sentiment. You can do anything. I'm not even kidding you guys. This was like under 10 minutes. Like it's so quick. So if you've missed and forgotten to make a card and you're kind of running out the door, this is something that's super easy to do. And then this one, same. These are bits that were left over. So this is a really fun, easy way. So how fun does that look, right? With the glitter and the border punch on the outside. So all I did was I took a regular sized card, just like your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 or whatever size you want to make. I cut the front in 1/2 inch. So this flap I cut in 1/2 inch. And then I opened it up and I ran a strip of washi tape down the edge and then border punched it. Okay, so then when it closes, you still see the glitter. Fun, right? Then the rest is just, it's really just scrapbooked on the front. So the cards that these card makers make, I know that there's card makers in here and you guys are incredibly talented. And I think if I sat down and took the time, I probably could do like this. I have all of the supplies, but I'm a scrapbooker. So these are kind of scrapbooker cards, right? Like you're just going to scrapbook on these cards. So easy ways to use up all your bits that are left over. When you do layouts, try to just get in a habit of making like 2 cards. And these, I'm not kidding you guys, like 20 minutes maybe. They did not take me long at all. So try to do that with your scraps. And then that way, you'll pretty quickly, you'll get a stash of some cards going too, right? A couple of those kits I wanted to show you super quick. I'm not going to go through them all. They're detailed on the website. You can see what you get in there. But like, this is an example of one. So this is super cute. You get a ton of pattern paper, a sticker sheet. There's a 6x6 paper pad in here too, which is amazing to get a 6x6 paper pad in with all the 12x12 pattern paper. There's cardstock. There's some acrylic words here and epoxy stickers. There's some washi tape in some of them. There's stickers, I think, in almost every single one. So, and they're thick, you guys, there's lots of product in here. So all different price points and a bunch of different ones, but again, really limited amount of stock on these. I did not bring in the numbers that I normally would bring in. I usually bring in lots and lots and lots. I didn't with this because I wanted to just give you guys a little bit of a taste of some really fun Bella before I get my next order in with the Bella and the Doodlebug. So there's lots of product coming here over the next few months. And then this is a really fun one. I love this one. This is called, oops, I'm not throwing it at you. This is called Squeeze the Day. This is such a cute product kit. There is a ton of pattern paper in this, like a ton. And then some epoxy stickers and some little enamel dots, some more washi tape, more thickers. Excellent strategy for the cards. Yes, always keep your bits and make your cards. It's super, super cute. Mom, you love my cards. My mom actually probably gets the most of my cards. All of her cards are made. I don't think I buy any cards for her. Kate, I convinced you and you did the double layout and it's great. I'm so glad. Just take a chance, right? I don't know if you guys saw my story. I put a cute little comment about something about you might not see my vision until it's done or something. I don't know. It was very cute. But honestly, trust me, it'll be cute. I wouldn't share anything with you that I didn't think was cute and fun. Most of you know me by now. Oh, you're welcome, Angela. Thanks for dropping in. Get the rest of the girls. Get everybody invited. That's the cool thing about being online. You can live anywhere. I know I've got some ladies from the States and lots of ladies from back east. So message your friends. Get them to come on. And if you like what I'm doing, please, I would love you to leave me a review on my Facebook, my business Facebook account. That would be amazing. But also I'm on Instagram. So message your friends. Tell them to follow along there. And let's get this to be a really big church of creativity, Church of Edwardson, and we'll have some drinks. Maybe I'll have a Caesar next Sunday. Who knows? Awesome. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the kits, Carrie. That's so good. Bella is so amazing. Long time Bella fan. Oh, you want me to show the stitching? Okay, super quick. Sorry, Michelle, I did not show you the stitching. So on here, you can see I just did it with my black. These are my favorite pens. Actually, these are Ali Edwards pens. You can get those on her studio, on Ali Edwards' website or Studio Calico. Sorry, I got something in my eye. 2 seconds. So on the black one, I've got a white pen. The white pens I find you need to kind of shake up a little bit before you get started. I always do a little test scribble, I don't know, you can't see that, on my black just to make sure before I put it on my actual layout. Thank you for reminding me, Michelle. I knew I wanted to show you. Okay, so I got my white up and running. Then I use, this is just my little silhouette clear ruler. It came with my silhouette, but just a clear ruler. And then you've got all of the little measurements on here. So depending on the space that I have, I like to line up my little clear ruler so that I know I'm getting exactly the space I want. And then I literally just come in and I do stitches. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there. I'm going to pick it up and show it to you in 2 seconds. But I just do little tiny stitch lines. And the reason I like to use the clear ruler is so that I know I'm getting it straight, which is where I want it, right? You don't have to. When I pick it up so if I've done a row, whether black or white, whatever ink you're using, when I pick it up carefully. You might not want to do it on good clothes or have a paper towel with you. I wipe it off. I make sure because I don't want any ink getting off of my ruler when I go and put it back down on my page again. I don't want to take and transfer any of that back onto my cardstock. So just keep a little wet wipe with you or whatever, or if you're wearing your pajamas and you don't care, just wipe it on your pants. Okay, so just like that, super quick and easy. You see at the bottom? Okay, does that help? So, and I'm going to do that at the top as well. So that was it, just my little faux stitching, and it just kind of finishes it at the bottom there and at the top. Cool? Okay, done. Which was the kit with the paper pack? This one is called, I typed in 7 kits this morning or last night. Mind Your Manners is what this one is called. And I know there's only a couple of these. Mind Your Manners is what this one is. Okay. So like I said, follow me along on both of those social medias. There's not much on the YouTube, but go and follow. And then that way you'll get an alert from my YouTube account when I do add videos. Tell your friends, message your friends, share all of these, get your friends all involved. That would be fantastic. I would love to grow these groups and get more of us together, okay? I just want to say that a double layout, it's only 11:30. If I cut with you, we would make more time. I know you guys, I know Jamie, but honestly, pre-cut is so much. Pre-cut, we did a little poll during this, and pre-cut is where it's at. So, and I feel better about that too. But this is all, you know what, it's a long time. It's an hour and a half. I'm trying to keep you to about an hour-ish. I don't want to take up too much of your Sunday morning, okay? So it's a long, I don't want it to drag on too long. But I think I got all your questions. Again, I always go back and read all the comments. I will message back. If you want to play along, you have until Wednesday at noon to post your layout that we did today and be entered for a store gift certificate. So definitely play along. It's worth getting a credit on your next purchase. And as always, any comments, please message me. I'm always checking them, and I try to reply back really quickly. Okay, so I think I got everybody's questions. If I didn't, I will answer you guys a little bit later, and I will go ahead and post those scrap sheets for you here right away. Okay, have an amazing day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you next time. Bye.